Evening. How's everybody doing? Uh, Rob and Papa's and Pete's and uh, excuse me, just got through eating. Dang, I'm just belching up a storm. Uh, uh, had it been a long week? How's everyone? I understand. I understand. Tired. So I did my first cutting of the grass this year today, and it was a very windy day, and I it kicked my butt. Plus, I guess all the grass and stuff's got me all snotty and eyes itchy and all that good stuff. I've been looking at some of that stuff you're building on your rebuilding that rear end. Pretty decent deal there. I rebuilt one for a guy a few years ago. It was out of a I don't remember what it was. It was a Chevy pickup, and it was whatever you know traction lock or limited slip or whatever it would be, but he couldn't afford to put that back in it, so we just went with a straight up gear and uh, just just a straight up chunk in it. Got rid of all the fanciness. Yeah, the temp it's not looking good. I had to wrap some trees I just planted in burlap uh today and hoping they don't die. Let's see. My grass was already about that. So probably yeah, probably about big as my head. Yeah, I don't know what rear end it was. I've worked on it. It's been like 4 years at least. And I just remembered him doing it on a budget, and I did what I could, got it back together for him, and it was still going when he sold the truck. I'm pretty sure it was a LS, whatever the truck was. I'm pretty sure it had a LS in it. I just don't remember what year it was. Um, what am I missing here? Hey, Pete, got a question for you on your land air heater. I don't know if you did your so I know my flue isn't right, but if it's windy out, I can't run my heater. It blows it out. It actually wind comes in through the flue and blows the heater out. So I'm guessing I got to redo all that this winter and go straight through the roof and make it stick up above my garage. But do you have any problems with that? Or am I going to still struggle with it even after I get the flue right? Yep, it's got a chimney cap on it. Um, it doesn't have a wind cap, but okay. Is your flue right? Is it like at least 2 foot above your roof line or far enough away from your roof line that it doesn't have to be 2 foot. Mine is not. So mine, I've pushed mine out the side because the side I put it on is, Lord, from the ground, it's probably 24 foot to the peak. I pushed it out the side and I went up about 2 foot, but it's not above the peak. So it's the side of my garage, and it's actually on the side of my garage. So here's my peak. Here's my peak. Here's, let's say this is the wall. It comes out, goes up about right here. Yeah, it doesn't have to be higher than the peak, but it does have to be like, there's some figures in it. I can't explain it. It's got to be X far away from the peak and a certain height, something like that. Let's see. LS setting the preload and yes, it can suck. Setting that preload. That one I did wasn't horrible, but I bought me a torque wrench that was specific to be able to do that. What's the high? Yeah, it's a waste oil heater. I guess I'm just gonna have to do my flue right. It wasn't working with my wood burning stove either. It was, I've got perfect draft when it's not windy out, but when it's windy out, there's negative draft. So I'm gonna have to redo it. I'm gonna have to go straight up through my roof, or take where I'm at and go higher, which it's gonna be so aggravate. It'll be what's the word I'm looking for? First of all, I ain't got anything tall enough to do it. Yeah, I think the wind is actually catching in it and going down somehow. I mean, it's pretty strong. Um, uh, but anyway, I'll figure it out, or I won't. Um, so have a few things to show y'all tonight. Um, this is a sample they sent me. Yeah, I'm a big Mountain Dew drinker. This is the sample they sent me. It's going to be this isn't what I'm ordering. It's going to be slightly darker gray than this, and it's going to be black right here. Um, I think I've been able to get the price down to about $23 a hat. That's before shipping. That's before adding anything to make any money off of it. So it ain't that great of a deal. But that's what they're making now, except color's gonna be just a little different. Okay. Yeah, that's what I need to do with my flue. I just got a picture. I'll show y'all. Pretty much, mine is. You might can see it on the end here. Well, I can't really see it here. It's hard to see. Uh, it's over here. I don't know. Anyway, mine doesn't stick up above the roof. So I appreciate that, Pete. Yeah, I wear hats all the time. I wear hats all the time. I mean, remember I blinded you last week. So, and I don't know. That's not why I wear them. I just in the military, we wore a hat all the time, and I keep my hair short, except for the past 6 months before I got the haircut. And with me keeping my hair short, my head burns extremely, extremely fast. My dad did too. Plus, it's a little something that you need that you might want to think about when you're working on cars. If you got a hat on, that hood hits your hat a whole lot quicker than it hits your head, and it keeps you from getting scars on it. I guarantee you, I hit my head more when I'm not wearing a hat than when I do. I appreciate it, Polly. It just, I did it to feed my family. And that's pretty much it. I gave them the first 6 years because I felt that was the right thing to do. The rest of it, I did it because, well, it was a good career. Um, but anyway, yep, 15-year drywall. Yeah, it does hurt if you hit that. If you hit that button. So, what do y'all think about the hat? You think it's going to be something people might want? Um, on Facebook, it got a lot of attention. Um, a lot of people saying it was cool, but you never know. So last week I sent those Astro pneumatic 3/8 in a quarter. Um, at the same time, I ordered a half in a 3/8. So here it is, a half-inch drive in a 3/8. It's not bad. I'm gonna do a review on it. It's not as quite as small as I thought it would end up being. I thought it would be, significantly small, but it didn't. Um, but I also got in some stuff. This is the tone that I've been showing people. Well, it's a 3/8 drive, and here is a tone 3/8 drive, and here's another tone 3/8 drive. These two guys are very, very, very small. So I look forward to showing them at some point. Let's see. I'm glad you liked it, Rob. Yeah, I'll probably end up breaking even anyway on the hats. Uh, even if it helps promote the channel, that'll be good. And I figure I might give some away to people that let me tour their garage and film it. So that's good about the Craftsman V ranches. I want to try one, but I I have been on a ratchet buying spree here lately, but I don't typically buy them like that. Jeff should be in here soon. He he asked if I was still doing it tonight, so I imagine he'll be in here. He's probably getting his beer about right now. Um, also had another one I wanted to show y'all. I was talking about a Bonnie Ratchet a few weeks ago, and a buddy of mine just we haven't talked in 20 years, and he just happened to see it on my Facebook page, and he called me and said, "Hey, I got a Bonnie Ratchet. I'll send you." He sent me this 1/2 inch drive Bonnie. It's a big old guy. It's a patent pending, so it was something about it that they were doing different. But now check this. So it's broke. The selector lever won't stay in place, so I had to hold it. But listen to this thing. I'm gonna hold on. It is a fine tooth, and if I counted right, it's like 90 teeth. This is an old ratchet, and it's got like 90 something teeth in it. It's crazy. Howdy, Leeser. But I'm going to figure out how to fix it. Oh, well, it might on the microphone, but it isn't. It isn't all that bad, but it still needs to be fixed. But I mean, it still needs to be serviced. But I don't know how I'm going to get into it. That is, there's no rings, no, I don't know, screws, no nothing. So I'm guessing it's pressed in. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Press it out, but I just don't want to tear it up. We'll see. There you go, Jeff. You've already missed a lot, Jeff. So I'm gonna show y'all too that's late. This is my new hat. It's gonna be black right here. A little bit darker gray here, but this was a sample they sent me out. I'll put it on. That's the best way to show it, right? I'm just gonna. Yeah, it's embroidered. They wanted me to. I sent them my image. They said it was too detailed. They wanted to make a patch and sew it on there, but they also wanted to charge me $5 more a hat, and the gray matches my beard. Why? Thank you. It's not. It's pretty. I've been out in the yard all day, so I had grass all in it, so it's just jumbled up and everything. I appreciate it. Yeah. Actually, it'd be even better match when it's black here, and my black stripes here and here. I guess my skunk stripes. Yeah, yeah. But Jeff and Leisure, y'all missed the Bonnie Ratchet. So can you believe this old boy right here is like a 90 tooth ratchet? I need to do some work to it, but listen to it. Well, I don't do the oil and everything in my beard. Oh, just put oil and grease in it today. Okay. Yeah, my real good friend. So this friend, I'd said it's been about 20 years ago or more since we'd seen each other. My late wife was his cousin, and she lived with them. She was a foster child and lived with them, and so me and Randall were friends first, and we all lived in the same trailer park. And so me and him sort of grew up together, and then, you know, things happened and we grew apart, and I went off in the army. And but yeah, finally got in touch with him after 20 something years. But Bonnie, you know, I know one person whose name is Bonnie. It's a real good friend of mine who rides with us. Well, he don't ride anymore, but yeah. So, anybody got any big plans this week? Any big projects going on? Especially Papa and Pete. Y'all always got stuff going on in your garage. I don't even know what my next video is going to be. So, that's me. I've got a whole lot of yard work to do. Oh man. Um, well, enjoy your trip to Chicago. Don't get lost in the potholes on the toll road. For the money that you spend on that toll road, they should be able to fix those potholes, but they're horrible. Uh, okay, that's awesome about the Ranger running, finishing up the 5.3 rebuild. Awesome. Wow, that's at least you got work, Pete. You know, I've once said that you could either be a bull rider in the rodeo, or you can take a big truck across Pennsylvania. It's about the same. I was doing a stretch of I-81 back in the 90s, and these old trucks, they didn't have air ride on them yet. And I mean, there was air ride, but I didn't have one. And it was the stretch before you get to Scranton. Um, so before you go, I guess you go over the Poconos, and it about beat me to death. About kept making my, I had my CB Velcro to the dash. It kept bucking it off into the cab. I mean, into the sleeper. It was rough. I haven't been able to finish watching your giveaway yet. Sitting here waiting for Papa to answer Pete's comment. I need to get me a marker set, but I should be good. I hope I'm good. They on my when I pulled apart my 302, I marked them all, but I didn't stamp them. So I hope the machine shop doesn't it marks them for me before they remove my paint marker. Uh, see what we got here. Oh, yeah, I've got a lot of cleanup to do out in the yard. I'm not looking forward to it. Uh, did get me a new toy yesterday. Got me a Pit Boss uh, pellet smoker. It's not something I would normally do. I usually do it the old fashioned way, or I usually do it just, charcoal and wood in an old barrel style smoker with an offset smoker. but I am tired of watching a fire and trying to keep it going for 14 hours. And I want something a little easier, so I bought me a pellet smoker. So we're going to see how my brisket turns out next time I do one. Yeah, that sucks, Rob. They ought to do better on that road. I haven't been on it since I was a truck driver in the mid '90s. So, uh, yeah, I'm good. Probably won't ever go on it again either. I don't know. Me and the wife are supposed to go in the Northeast this year for our yearly vacation, or is it Hawaii? I don't know. We go somewhere. We take one big vacation a year, and I think we're supposed to go up northeast, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay. This one is the I don't know what series it is, but it's a upright. Uh yeah, there's no way I could tell you which one it is, but I'm looking forward to it. Do the smell it poker smokers use the same pellets? They can, but you got to watch it because you don't want to smoke your meat with just any pellets. So they'll burn them, but you want to know what you're using when you do meat because you only want to use producing wood or nut producing wood and oak. So I think any type of oak you can use. I know people use post oak, mesquite, and I know people use hickory, uh, pecan. Yeah, just about any nut producing wood, at least in America anyway. Never use pine. I mean, it would it would taste funny. 200 degrees. Yeah, 200 degrees. I try to do it 225 to 250. It looks like outside or outhouse. Okay, that'd be pretty cool. Um, I always wanted to make my own smoker. I am a fabricator, whether I show any of it on my channel or not. I just haven't. But that's what I wanted to get into. I wanted to build um, very high end smokers, very thick, heavy smokers. I just never did, never have done it. I've never used plum, but I guess you can use any type of fruit producing, uh, any wood from a fruit producing tree. So I actually had a deal worked out with my local steel producer. They were going to roll quarter-inch metal for me. I was going to be able to get it at 48 inches long, so the barrel would be 48 inches long. Um, and they were going to be able to roll it for me. I forget how big around it was going to be, but it was only going to be like, it was going to be about $100 uh, per barrel just to roll it, including the price of steel. And then I was going to have to buy steel for the ends and for the small barrel, but they couldn't roll it small enough for the small offset. Whatever you do, if you're going to use that uh, oil tank, just burn it out real good. Um, That's sort of the fear when using stuff like that for me. This has to be before 2020. What's that? The pricing? Oh, no, it wasn't. It was, well, okay. Yeah, it was probably sometime around 2020. I didn't realize it'd been that long ago, but it has. Um, I think a 4x8 sheet was, I don't remember. It's been a while. Might have been $50 and then $50 to roll it. I don't know. It's been a while. Someone asked me how long before the hamburger's ready on the grill. 6 beers, that sounds about right. That's awful quick. You're not letting your beers get cold at that, that's for sure. Oh, oh. So I know a couple of you didn't get in here till a little later. Just going to show you just real quick a couple of the ratchets that I'm going to be doing this week. I'm going to take them out of the packaging. So these are some 3/8 drives in a quarter body. And when I got them in, man, I was super surprised at how small they were. So you might get a kick out of it. Maybe you've seen it already, Jeff. So this is the tone that I have been showing everybody already. Here's one of the 3/8 drive in a quarter. And here's the other one. This is a 3/8 drive in a quarter body. I should have brought a 1/4 inch in here to compare it to. This one is smaller than my Snap-on 3/8 and a quarter body. Only takes 2 beers on your grill? Wow. So I guess it's how fast do we drink our beer? It's according to who, and someone like Pete, yours may be raw coming off the grill, or and Jeff's may be burnt, or Jeff may drink his real fast, uh, and you may drink yours real slow. That is a good point. How big are the beers? I bought me a fancy beer this week. So I've told y'all, I think I've told y'all before, I spent 3 years in Belgium. And once you spend time in a place like Belgium, you grow to appreciate the beer that they offer. And the beer that's made by Trappist monks is pretty good beer. And I seen one in our Class 6, which is our liquor store on base. And I decided I was going to get it and bring it home. And I drank it yesterday or day before yesterday. The bad thing is, I guess I laid it on its side in my fridge, and it foamed the whole time I tried to drink it. Every time I turn it up, it foam on me, and make me almost blow beer out my nose and everything. So, um, so Pete, yours cooks real fast, and PBR 24 ounces. Wow, that's a hell of a beer. Uh, and I'm out of my Mountain Dew. I don't want to drink the bourbon tonight. I've already got some indigestion going on, and bourbon to give me bad indigestion. Um, let's see. Got one update on the machine shop. My 302 block has been. They cleaned up my decks. They didn't. They didn't go deep with it. They just cleaned up the decks. Um, they haven't bored it yet. It's supposed to get bored 30 over. Uh, they did have to turn my crank 10. Uh, I'm thinking about having them rebalance it, being how they had to turn it, but I'm not sure. But that's where we stand. I'm supposed to get with them again this week and see see where it's at. That machine shop stays busy as hell. Um, what is a Belgian quad? Is that a beer? Yeah, Pete, that's what I figured. I'm just, it sucks. Okay. So I'm quad might be a new thing since I've been there. When I was there, they did uh I forget what the a single was, but they didn't call it a single. And then they had the dual and the triple, but they didn't have quads while I was there. A lot of the triples were 12%, and the doubles are around 7, 8%. Um, the blonde, the single is usually a blonde. Um, the double is usually a brown, and the triple is usually a red or a rouge. So okay, I will. Well, Jeff, the thing is, if you drink one of these beers, it's like drinking about a 6 pack of Bush. I mean, it's got that much alcohol in it. They will certainly get you drunk. I think my last night there, I drank. They kept buying me Chimay Blues, which are triples, and they I had to walk back to the motel room and ended up having to get a ride because I was tore up. Let's see. Yeah, I hate that I'm gonna have to balance that doggone crank. But I'd rather balance it and not have any issues. Yingling's a good beer. Yeah, I'm lucky I wasn't sick for the plane trip the next day, but my trip actually consisted of about a 2 or 3 hour drive from Belgium to Ramstein Air Base, and I took a military flight because my I had a boxer at the time, and they can only fly is this it's a flat nosed dog, and they can only fly on the airlines from this month to this month, and it's like June through. I mean, they can't fly like June through early September, and so I sent my family home in May and bought a ticket for the puppy. And we get to the airport, and they said it's too hot. You can't fly. So I ended up having to take a military space available flight from Ramstein back to the States so my puppy could go home with me. So I know I got a story for everything. My poor puppy. I never put him in a kennel after that again. He got out of there, off that plane, out of that kennel, and his poor jaws were bloody from him trying to chew through through the kennel. But I miss my boxer. He was my buddy. I lost him. I was on my way to Afghanistan for my second trip, and my wife texted me and said he'd had a seizure and passed away. And when I got on the ground, I turned my phone on, and a text come in. I don't know how much that text cost me, and told me. Let's see. Yeah, I remember Mad Dog 2020. But do you remember? Let's see, what Thunderbird or wine coolers or Cisco or yeah, Colt 45s or whatever. We called Colt 45s and the big uh, what kind of beer is that? Malt liquor. We called them Scud missiles. This was during OIF, and we were had a funny name for everything, so we called them Scud missiles. Heffen Reffer. Hmm. Heffen. So I know what a Hefeweiss and uh, a few other, but I haven't heard of that one. I haven't drunk that much Mad Dog, so I can't join you in those conversations on Mad Dog. I can tell you though, I used to love me some Bacardi 141, and we called it the Barracuda 151. I'm sorry. And the last time I got drunk on it was I was 19 years old, and we was in the barracks. I'd got called up for Desert Storm. I was with my guard unit. We were in the barracks at Fort Hood, Texas, and I was getting sick, and I was laying in bed, and the earth just would not stop moving. And I got up, and I knew I was going to throw up. I was trying to make it to the bathroom, but before I could even get out the door of my room, I lost it. And it went across a I don't know, 4 or 5 foot hallway and hit the other wall and splatted. And there was a poor soldier just fixing to walk in front of my door. So as he's coming down the wall, all he sees is projectile across the hall and nothing it was belonging to. So that was a pretty interesting time. But I haven't drunk Bacardi since then. Um, it's not my friend. I killed the chat. uh, Play horseshoes for Mad Dog or Old German. Okay, I got to look up what Old German is. Is it a beer? Been homebrewing for many years. Too many hobbies. I want a homebrew. I actually want to make alcohol, but it's another one of those things. I ain't got time for it. One beer to have when you're having more than one. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, let's see what else. Jeff, you got a lot of new tools for us this year. I mean, this week. Jeff's got way more ratchets than me. Gearless ratchet wrenches. So, Jeff, you have more. Okay, half of your 3/8 drives would be more than all the ratchets I have. I think maybe your flex heads, you may have more 3/8 drive flex heads than I have 3/8 drive ratchets. Peels. That's pretty good. I think tomorrow I've got a video where I may be doing where I did my I pretty much made a funnel for my barrel, the barrel that I keep my heating oil in, or my waste oil, or someone corrected me the other day and told me not to call it waste oil. I mean, I don't understand, but anyway. Let's see. But I'm gonna work on it. I'm not even sure. I've got 2 or 3 videos I could do, but I'm not happy with them. So I've got a screen. I built a screen inside. So what I did is I went from a 2-inch and bought me a 2 to 4-inch and then a 4 to 6-inch piece of PVC. And then I took my little electric, my plastic welding kit from Harbor Freight, and I melted me a piece of screen inside the top of the 6-inch PVC. So that's what I'll be showing. I actually need to filter my, you know, but what I've got right now isn't too bad. I am going to build me a filter setup at some point. Wow, Jeff has more ratchets than you have tools. That's You need to get you some tools. What all you need, Lisa? Do do y'all think all them pliers I bought that have no use for, do you think people would want them if I gave them away? You think they'd want me to be willing to watch a video to win a pair? Or do you think most of them, other than like the channel lock, no one really want? What do y'all think? Okay. Maybe giving away some magnets too. Um, so remember the one magnet, No Cry. I did a review on Amazon and they refunded my money and asked me if I wanted them to send me another one out to see if it was I was satisfied with it. So, well, Rob, I've got your address, don't I, Rob? I'll send you a pair of 8-inch pliers. Yeah, they did. They saw my review and they went in and come back in and refunded my money. The thing is, they're strong. They're just they're not 25. They're not even close to 25 pounds, and they're rating them at 25 pounds. They wouldn't have pulled that, much less picked it up. I think I did try them on the scale pulling, and yeah. Jeff, it's according to what type of pliers we're talking about. If just talking about any kind of plier, then I have I'll have 50 to 70 pair. It's hard to tell. That's including uh you know what are those pliers? The pin pliers. What are they called? That sucks that they reject your reviews. Um Pete. Snap ring pliers. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean if you're counting snap ring pliers and snips and all that, then I've got 75, maybe 100, because I've got a 12-piece snap ring plier set, and then another 4-piece. I got the Nipex 4-piece snap ring plier set. I got a Matco convertible 12-piece set. Um, yeah, I like that commonly returned item. I've started. I've it stopped me from buying some stuff um, on that one, but I've got I've got a bunch of old vice grips like uh, made in the USA, DeWitt, Nebraska, from the original company. I can't think of their name now. Um, Dang it. Peterson. Peterson was the original vice grip. I'm too mean, I guess, but I don't want to lie. I just tell them how it is. 50 pairs of pliers. Okay. It's pretty good. If I know you said locally, but and I hope they still have them. But if you want some of those locking pliers that Eagle Grip just produced, go to Harry J. Epstein. They're selling them for roughly half of what they were. Snap-on is selling them for like 80 or 90 bucks a pair now. But if you need some locking pliers or some locking clamps, they're a good price. Let's see. Harry J. Epstein. It's harryepstein.com. See. So for a pair of straight jaw, the LP7s is $29.95. Curved jaw, LP10s $29.95. Straight jaw, LP10 $29.95. And you can get the locking the clamps, the 8-inch and the 11-inch clamps. I didn't realize they had the 8-inch. I'm gonna buy some of them. Um, they're awesome. They're made in DeWitt, Nebraska, where the old vice grips used to be made, but they closed the plant down. So all these are clearance. Once they're gone, you're only going to be able to buy it from Snap-on. They bought some of the machinery, but they didn't. Everything else went up for auction. 3 pliers. Jeff, you got more than 3 pliers. But okay, we'll let you try that one. Yeah, 3 pliers drawers. Let's see. Yeah, everybody called you out on that one. Well, Rob, it's according to what you're looking for. Uh, I guess I'd go for Channel Lock for mid-tier stuff, but I'd add a little bit to it and get Knipex. That's just me. And you can find the twin grip Knipex plier for like 28, 29 bucks. They're not bad. But if you go on that Harry J. Epstein or harryepstein.com, they have a lot of US made pliers on there just from different deals. But anyway, and I guess if you want to go buy the Icon, they're pretty decent too. I think. I don't know. I haven't used them, but a lot of people say they're good. I don't hate them. I haven't bought them because I don't need them. Let's see. Yeah, Jeff, I've heard those Icon pliers are good. I would not argue that, but I wouldn't have a leg to stand on if I did. Um, and I've been trying to buy them, but they're out where I'm at. I wanted to test them and compare them to my Snap-on, and they're always out. I really want to buy their version of those needle nose. Cadeau. I'm reading all the comments about the Icon pliers. They seem good. Don't hear any complaints about them other than if you want to hear complaints about them, go watch CP the Tool Addict. He'll tell you how much he likes them. I want to show y'all this. This is the Harry J. Epstein site. And this is all the Malco Eagle Grip pliers they have available. Yeah, CP is a very angry person who I can't figure him out because I think mainly it's just Harbor Freight he hates because he does support some of the other made in Taiwan brands and stuff. So I don't know. I will tell you that I find a tool, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I'm gonna try to tell you if I don't like it. I'm gonna try to be unbiased on anything. Do I have some nice tools? Yes. Uh, and it's because I wanted to buy them and I wanted to try them out. Um, but other than that, I don't owe Snap-on a doggone thing. I don't own any other tool brand a doggone thing, and I'm gonna buy and use whatever in the heck that I want to do, and you know, go from there. Yeah, I guess so. I'm not sure. I admit though, there's some funniness. Have y'all seen the little thing where they take a 10 millimeter wrench, a Icon, and a Snap-on, and the 10 millimeter breaks? They're pushing on it. First of all, why are they doing that? But I don't like that the metal is so brittle, and I don't know. I'm gonna stop sharing that. I don't like that the metal seems so brittle on the Icon wrenches, but I still don't like the fact that you would do that. Um, what I would like to see is them using it as a wrench to failure, because you're not going to use it like that. You're going to use it reefing on some bolt. Um, I I picked that word up from you, Jeff. Um, you're going to use it, but I don't have any other better word to use. Dang. You're going to use it putting a lot of pressure on a bolt with it. You're not going to be using it to pry something with. So I'd like to see if you can take it to failure that way. That's what I'm thinking, Papa. Yeah. So when you, I don't, I don't know what y'all know about forging, but most of this stuff is initially forged, and when you forge something, you actually move the grain of the metal in one direction, and they forge these wrenches, and the grain of the metal is going to be end up long ways, and it's not meant, you know, to be force on it the other way. But yeah, I don't know anything. Uh, I really would like to get into forging, but it's another thing I don't have time for. I got me a nice little anvil in there too. Screwdrivers is the most abused. I agree, Papa. I have a sinker, what's it called? Mold. And I have about 30 pounds of lead, but I don't think I have the fishing jigs that you need. I just have a regular, uh, they look like, uh, I'll have to draw them. Uh, they look like that right there. That's what the mold I had for the lead uh, weights looks like. Um, I got it from my brother and my dad, and was supposed to take it back and never did. Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to use my lead for too. Is, to move weight to where I need it if I need it. That's pretty cool, Jeff. Of course you did. Of course. I mean, it's a ratchet, so you had to be fishing with it, right? In some way, shape, or form. uh, see. Most of my lead, though, so far, even though I'm going to use it for something else, it's in a bucket and I hang it off the front of my tractor to keep the front end down when I'm lifting something with the forks on the back. Uh, any trusty cook hammers? My I bought my son one for his graduation present from high school. He was a welder. I bought him a bag full of welding tools, a, a very nice Lincoln helmet, a nice bag, a trusty cook ball peen hammer, a East Wing chipping hammer, and a bunch of stuff like that. So yeah, Trusty Cook used to make the snap-on hammers. Uh, he doesn't, but I'm trying to get him to join the pipe fitters local so he can, because they pay very well, um, and they're looking for people right now. Um, and if he don't still, I mean, you know, me and him play around in the shop. I've got a nice Lincoln TIG and an MP210. So yeah, they're really looking for tradesmen. If I didn't hurt so bad, I would go get a job because they start you out at 20 something an hour, and I might would be able to make a little more going in the door because of my experience and what I know. I know a buddy of mine did. Um, so they start you out as a apprentice though at 20 something dollars an hour, and it takes 5 hours to become a journeyman. And journeymen right now are fixing to be making $42 an hour plus, their the rest of their benefits package, which is it's up to like 60 something an hour total. And that's for here. That's for the Louisville area. That benefits package, it's like they pay X amount towards your uh, retirement fund, pay X amount towards your insurance, and some, a few other things. But essentially, it's an extra $20 or whatever that goes into all that other stuff. I mean, it's a great deal. I wish I knew about it, you know, a while ago. I might would have tried to get in on it, but I can't do it. I can't do it no more. Um, but yeah. So, is there anyone in here that wants to win and hasn't won something from my weekly tool deals? Got 6 people showing up. Let's see who all. So I'm seeing 5, but there's 6 people in here. So you're out, Jeff. Um, is there anybody that wants to win that hasn't? You haven't won anything yet, Leisure? I don't. I don't think you have. You would be the only one. Yeah, Papa, I'm self-taught on everything. I don't know if that means I'm any good at anything, but I'm like with you. I never went to school for it. Um, okay, I appreciate it. Uh, so, but so my very first job, I had been doing a little bit of welding in school, ag. Go in the shop, no training. My first job was at a shop called Bimoco. It stood for Bynum and Moore Company. Well, this is my first like real job, not at a grocery store. I got it at 18 or yeah, 18 years old. And I ended up running a shear there, a mini shear, a 4-foot shear. My buddy run the 8-foot shear, or it might have been bigger. So I started out running the shear, and after I got caught up for Desert Storm and come back, they put me on a spot welder. And while I was doing that, I was learning how to stick weld on this thin steel. And eventually I left that job and went to a shop working at Altec building utility beds. They got a big plant in Birmingham. Um, and I did that for 4 or 5 years. And yeah. Okay, so yeah, I did learn a whole lot from my dad. Held spent many an hour holding a flashlight for my dad and getting cussed at, but yeah, that's pretty cool, Jeff. You got to do one of these lives or maybe in a video. Tell us more about what being a master engraver involves. Um, so let's see. I don't even know what I'm giving away this week. Uh, yeah, I wish they had more apprentice type roles, a structured apprentice type role instead of a helper, and you're always a helper because they really don't want to move you up or whatever the case may be. Let's see, is this. I'm looking for a couple of things on here. Let's see. Hey Jeff, have you seen the Tone A Tone uh little hex drive kits? There's a couple of them. Was wondering if you've thought about doing a video on any of them. I have, but I just haven't picked them up yet. There's a little socket set too it's got the 1/4 inch bit that you use. It's some pretty neat kits, and they ain't real expensive. That's outside my. Hmm. I think this one's pretty cool right here. Okay. Um, they tore down my high school shop. They tore it down. They still have trade school, but they tore down the shop. They did it about 3 years ago. They're in Taiwan. I don't know. I mean, yeah. So all of mine, except for one, says Japan. Let's see. Or says made in Japan. This, am I still on the screen under there? This one, this one doesn't say made in Japan. Um, that was a 3/8 drive set. I don't, if I said half inch, I'm sorry, but I'm liking them. I'm liking them a lot. Okay. Let's see. But this is one I'm liking this. I'm thinking about trying it, but it's so very similar to um a couple of the other sets I have. I don't it don't make no sense to get it. There is another set here that I like that's a little different. It's this one. Uh, Come on now. Could have missed it. You probably were. I understand about looking at too many tools. This is another tone A, tone A, whatever. It's a little different than the other one that I've seen. I'd like to see what that ratchet looks like. There we go. I'm guessing it's got 3 drivers in it. That might be interesting. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to buy it right now. I've got, I think about 30 tools right now. I need to do a that I bought recently that I need to do a review on. So I think I'm gonna pass on it. It's something I'd have to give away later anyway. Um, and I've got a few that I need to give away anyway. But okay, let's see. So, how many people like that little Tecton kit this week? So, Rob, you kind of won last week, right? Yeah, I know. It was kind of. Um, so last week, Lisa, I told everybody from now on once a month. If you won in the last month, you know, be a little fair for everyone. And as of right now, you're the only one that wanted to be entered. Um, a few people opted out, and few people didn't say anything. Um, so if you want, just send me your address. I'm sending my email now. I'm going to send you one of those precision screwdriver sets. You can get them through Amazon right now. So that's a good thing. They're pretty neat. It's not super high torque stuff. I think that might be why Tecton discontinued it because, well, if you'll notice, a lot of their tools are more durable, a little bigger, things that are harder to break. They do less of the stuff that's easy to break. Um, I think MIT, that used to be what their name was, MIT or something like that. They used to do everything. And it was a lot of, yes, it is perfect for computers. They used to do a lot of everything and they were fairly cheap tools. And I think they're trying to get away from that and build more durable and robust things. And I think they saw that that was hard to be something that was durable. I could be wrong. And tell you something I did do. I met a guy, one of the representatives from Tecton, and I met him at the um, trade show, PRI, uh, and I emailed him this week and asked him about if they would be willing for me to try out one of their uh, 3/8 and a quarter bodies. So I'm waiting on word whether they'll send me one or not. Out there begging people for tools. Um, the goal is to send it back to them and not what is it? Not just keep it, but we'll see how it goes. He asked me what I would like, and I sent it back to him, and he didn't answer me. So, um, yeah, that's cool, Jeff. That they the thing is they reached out to you. That's awesome. I haven't had no one reach out to me yet. Um, but I'm still marketing myself. I'm out there beating the bushes and see what, I can, get. I don't want to represent anyone that sells crap though. Um, and so with like ALSA and Tecton and a few of those others that have good tools, it's good. I'd hate for someone to reach out to me. I think CP, I know we're bringing him up into it. CP said he was approached by Temu, said they'd give him $1,000 to do a thing on them. And yeah, I don't, that'd be crazy. Um, I know the bear has a set fee for reviews. He'll do a review, but he says it has to be a honest review, or he'll do a like an introduction. And you know, so but he has fees for all that. Just to let you know, Leisure, I might be a little tired tonight. So when you do send me your address, I might not get it ordered tonight. I've been getting them ordered like right away, and everybody so far has either gotten them with a day or two. Yeah, silverware is pretty crazy. I don't know why they would want you to review silverware. But anyway, guys, I got one more little thing. So this Saturday, actually, let's see what days. Probably Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm going to Matt's, which is the Mid America Truck Show. It's here in Louisville every year. I've missed the past 2 years, so but I'm going to it this year. So if any of you happen to be in Louisville area and you know come to the Mid America Truck Show, let me know. Um, I'll meet you there. I'm gonna be roaming around, taking pictures, doing video, and all kind of junk. Hopefully, hand out a few of my cards. In fact, I've still got video to do from the Farm and Tractor Show. Uh, engine bearings. Ah, Wuxi Lower Far Technology Limited. I'm guessing that's a Chinese company. Yeah, I love um I'm a big truck guy. I love I love anything to do with diesels. I've had my CDL since around 1995, I think, and I've been around the trucking life all my life. If you haven't seen my yeah, they're a company out of China, but anyway, you hadn't seen my Facebook page. There's a picture of my dad and my dad's friend and me as a little bitty kid. Uh, see. I'll show y'all in a minute. There you go. That little tyke right there is me. That's I was probably 3 years old, maybe 3 years old. That's my dad there, and that's his friend Sarge. Um, so yep, overalls, and I still like to wear overalls. Um, just yeah, it's been around it all my life. Um, a lot of my family drove trucks, especially my dad's cousins. My Facebook page is, let's see, copy. Yeah, those cab overs are cool. The very first truck I drove was a 1989 K100. A Kenworth. Um, yeah, that was another picture of my dad and me, and I'll put that back up there real fast. My dad, me, and my brother. That's my little brother. And of course, that's me. That's my dad. That's one of the few pictures Dad didn't have a beard in when I was home to take pictures and when I was still slick faced. But yeah, I love them old. No, I don't have a channel page to follow, but you can send me a friend request. I'll accept it. Um, I need to make a channel page, but it's enough work trying to keep up with the Facebook and I mean a TikTok, uh, and all the talks, all kind of stuff. Um, and the thing is, my personal page has been slightly monetized. Um, they give me bonuses, but they haven't monetized me yet. So, um, yeah, it is. I'm on TikTok and I'm on Instagram and Facebook. I got a Twitter account, but I haven't been on there in years. And yeah, but everyone, I think I'm gonna get off here. I'm getting tired. It's my bedtime. Got school tomorrow, and I've got a little homework I need to be doing today. Um, yeah, I think I am gonna wear my hat. Um, on the back, when I get them in, it's gonna have Jethro's Garage and Fab, or Jethro's Garage on the back. Um, so, but yeah, I think I am gonna wear the hat. Um, hey, y'all take care. Thanks for sitting here with me for uh hour and 30 minutes. Hey, y'all take care. And I appreciate y'all being here. It's good to get to talk with everyone. Maybe we'll get the streaming up at some point. We'll all be in together like a meeting format. But see y'all later. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Take care.